Already we have discussed in the previous class about the impact of British rule in India. The next continued part here, the police system also introduced by Britishers in the administrative system. See, the first police system introduced by Lord Cornwallis. That is the system in India for the first time. See the picture of Lord Cornwallis. Dear students, captured these points for the examination purposes also. See, he created new post of Superintendent of Police. Nowadays, we have see SP, Superintendent of Police, isn't it? So, the Superintendent of Police, that SP were introduced by the Britishers Lord Cornwallis. See, he divided a district into many stations. A district into many stations divided by Lord Cornwallis as the police system. See, put every station under a Kotwala. See, the one station look after by the Kotwala. See, that is the police system done by the Lord Cornwallis. Next, similarly, the put every village under the care of Chowkidar. The Kotwala, every station look after it, and also next the Chowkidar look after all village. See, the Kotwala was made accountable for thefts, any criminal thefts, crimes, and other law violations at village level look after by Kotwala, and every care of village by the Chowkidar. So, Chowkidara and Kotwala, they were important person appointed by the here the Lord Cornwallis as the police system. Each district system can be changed here. The system of appointing British magistrates started in 1781. Next, in the police system, the judges or district magistrates also appointed by the British government in the year started 1781. British magistrates appointed by the Britishers. The police officers were under the power of the magistrates. See, the police officer also working under the magistrates. Magistrate, he was the supreme of the any criminal thefts and law violence activities. Judges. In the police system, in 1861, the police law was implemented. Some of the rules and regulations implemented by the British rule, that is called the police law in 1861. So, this law is the base of good law. This law is based on good law and also order administration. It is given some order, rules and regulation mentioned, but Indians were not appointed by the quota officers. See, one thing is here, the shadow thing, that is none other than there is no magistrate, there is no police officer, there is no police system in our Indian people. So, that is the sad thing during the British rule in India. Next, in 1902, here the Police Commission law also allowed the appointment of suitable educational qualification for the quota of the police officers. So, in spite of all these measures, the discrimination against the Indians did not end. So, in that time, the police officer appointment also through the examinations by the British, but here also not available for our Indian people. Next, in military system also introduced by Britishers in the administrative sector. See, here the military also based on the administration during the British rule. The British appointed the Indians for the military. The Britishers appointed here also military and took the entire India under the control with the help of the military. See, the Indian people also Indian workers are as a military officer, but all military officers of Indians working under the British officers here. One question is here. What is that? See, which were the methods implemented by the British rule over India? Which method introduced by British to control over India? That is known as divide and rule policy and also war policy and negotiation method. These are the important methods to control over India by the British. Next, who introduced the civil service? Already you know that Cornwallis introduced the civil service in India. Next, the in administration section, land and tax policies also introduced by the Britishers. The changes of India. The East India Company had to pay 4 lakh pounds to the British government for its control over Bengal provinces. See, the British government ready to pay 4 lakh. How many lakh? 4 lakh pounds to the British government to control over Bengal province. See, in order to fulfill this commitment, the company had to stabilize its financial interest in a secure manner, hence it implemented many new land tax policies. So, 4 lakh of amount ready to pay British government to the British government by the East India Company. So, that amount is very important to collect the tax from the Bengal provinces. So, they have collected tax from the Bengal provinces and ready to pay 4 lakh to the British government by the East India Company in India. So, the East India Company ready to pay 4 lakh rupees to the British government by the East India Company. So, they have introduced some of the tax system, that is called the permanent zamindari system. First one. Next one, Mahalwari system. Last one, Raitavari system. These three land tax system introduced by the Lord Cornwallis to collect the money and pay to the British government by the East India Company here. Lord Cornwallis, see, he implemented new land tax policies. The new land tax policies introduced by Lord Cornwallis in first time at Bengal, next Bihar. During that time in 1793, in order to generate steady revenue per annually collected the land tax from the farmers and laborers and paid to the British government by the East India Company. See, this was called permanent zamindari system. Under this system, zamindara became the landowner. Here, East India Company look after all those things, hold the responsibility and power of the land to the zamindara. See, zamindara was the land of the owner here. The zamindara was expected to pay the agreed land tax to the company on a set date every year. He was free to collect any amount of land tax from the farmers and could retain the excess money collected. This benefited the zamindar more. Both the zamindar and the company were benefited by this system, but the farmers were the grave sufferers. See, here students, zamindar system, that means zamindara was the land of the owner. He collected the revenue from the farmers and paid to the East India Company. He collected more land tax from the farmers and gives less to the zamindara. Here, East India Company, here the zamindara and East India Company become more benefits. But these two members exploited to the farmers. So that's why this system become disadvantages disappear. Next, here farmers were grave sufferers in that system. The farming laborers suffered due to irregular working opportunities in the farming land. They were exploited and had to lead a life of insecurity. See, the farmers become sufferer and they become poor day by day. And irregular work also given by the East India Company on that time. And they should pay a fixed land tax to the zamindara. That's why they become suffer lot and they have lead a life of insecurity in that field. This system was extended to Bihar, Odisha, Andhra and Varanasi. Such regions. See, Varanasi, Bihar, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh. So these are the main zamindari system adopted states or provincial states during the East India Company rule. Next, Mahalwari system. Zamindari system, zamindar was the landowner. Okay. In Mahalwari system, Mahal means taluk. All the area of taluk looked after by the Mahaldar. See, that is company government entered an agreement at the level of Mahals with regard to payment of land tax in Uttar Pradesh, in many parts of Madhya Pradesh, Punjab and Delhi. Mahal means taluk. See, these are all the comes under the Mahalwari system in India. Punjab, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. So these are the provincial states comes under the Mahalwari system. Mahal means taluk. That taluks were controlled by the East India Company and given the opportunity to the Maladara to look after all the things and collect the land tax and pay to the East India Company. So who are the introduced? The Mahalwari system. Mahalwari system which was introduced by R.M. Bird and also James Thomson. See, James Thomson implemented this system. R.M. Bird and James Thomson, they were introduced the Mahalwari system, and permanent settlement system introduced by Lord Cornwallis. Okay. The big and small zamindars were part of this system. Big and small zamindars were the part of this system. Mahal. And since the company officials fixed more land tax than the expected production from the fields, many zamindars had to lose their ownership of the lands. So here, within the Mahal, East India Company fixed the land tax. So whenever drought and flood, there is no production. On the time also they should pay the fixed revenue. So here, the owner of the land, they become separate lot. That's why that system also become declined. Raitwari system next introduced by the Lord Cornwallis. The first that is implemented Raitwari system in Bharamahal region by Alexander Reed. One of the East India Company member, Alexander Reed, see, he was introduced 1782 at the Bharamahal region first. Next, this is implemented another two places, say Madras and Mysore. Here also introduced that Raitwari system by Thomas Munro in 1801. See, most of these regions had become part of British Empire by that time. So, in the administration sector, the Britishers implemented so many administrative rules and regulations. In the land tax collection, here the first one permanent zamindar system introduced by Lord Cornwallis and Mahalwari system introduced by R.M. Bird and James Thomson. And also the Raitwari system also introduced by in Bharamahal, but here the James Reed. Next in Mysore and Madras introduced by Thomas Munro. Okay. So what is that? Raitwari system here, Raita or farmer and the company were directly linked. Farmer and company directly linked in that system. Here the tiller of the land was recognized by the owner of the land. Who is the tiller of the land? That means Raita was the tiller of the land. Okay. So he was the owner of that land here. Now this is some favor for the Raita or for farmer. So the owner had to 50% of produce as land tax to the company government. The land tax had 30 years tenure. See, the land tax fixed for the 30 years. During that time, sometimes droughts and floods may happen. So they have to pay fixed revenue by the Raita. So that is 50% of produce they should given. Okay. Thus, the small farmers were given land ownership. They were subjected to more suffering due to heavy and land tax. Here, they suffered lot. Okay. The officials took punitive action to collect land tax. The officials ready to collect perfectly every day, every year, every 30 years below that time, that tax. So, the farmers also suffered lot here. The farmers had to borrow from the money lenders. When the farmers they are ready to give that land tax without the production of their land, so they have to borrow money from the money lenders. Wherever the crop failed, they had to sell their lands wherever they failed to repay the loans. Sometimes they have to sell their land also to repay the tax to the British officers. Next, the impact of British land tax system in India, only mentioned here. Very few points, see and observe. One, a new class of zamindars who exploited the farmers was created. So, from this, three system of land tax collection affected Jamindara who exploited. The farmers was created. One thing. Next, new class. The second, the farmers who were subjected to the exploitation of the Jamindars became landless slowly. Jamindara exploited by them, and Jamindara became landless slowly. Next, land became a commodity. Land also one kind of commodity like that time. And loans could be raised by mortgaging the lands. Loan also raised and mortgaging, selling for a fixed time, fixed month, fixed year like that. Next, many Jamindars also had to mortgage their lands in order to pay the land taxes also. Next, the agriculture sector in that time became commercialized. The agriculture it became a primary. Next, it converted into commercialized and had to grow raw materials needed by industries back in England. The money lenders became strong. Here, the money lenders became day by day strong also. Next, the modern education system also introduced here. Next, we will see only remaining points. See, the traditional education of Indians was in practice of continuously, but certain changes occurred in the traditional education system during the rule of Muslim king during the Middle Ages. Later, new changes occurred during the British rule during 18th century. See, in 18th century, new education policies also introduced by the Britishers. Among them, one of the important person, none other than he was Lord William Bentinck. See, the new schools also started here by the British and Europeans living in India, and some facilities also extended during that time. It was no use for Indians but used for Britishers. See, 118 facilitated expansion of modern education. First one thing, 118 introduced the expansion of modern education in India. In 1781, it started Calcutta as the Madrasa University. See the 118. See the picture. He introduced modern education in India. Next, Jonathan Duncan, a British individual, he was started Sanskrit College at Banaras, 1792. But it was Charles Grant who pressed for the universalization of British education in India. Nowadays, universalization of education also implemented by Jonathan Duncan and also Charles Grant on that time. See, that is the important universalization of education and expansion of British education. So, received special support after the appointment of Lord William Bentinck in 1828 in India. That is more effect of Indian education system changed. As the Governor General of India, see the picture of Lord William Bentinck introduced in Indian education system 1828. Bentinck appointed next one of the important law minister as Macaulay as a member of Governor General. So he was the executive committee of education in India. So Macaulay also appointed as the chairperson of the committee of executive education. The report on education submitted by him, the Macaulay report in 1835, it became the basis of modern education in India. Nowadays we are following such rules and regulations of Lord Macaulay education report also, saying his aim at the creation of new classes of Indians who are Indian by body but British in intelligence, opinion and state. For that purposes, he can introduce the modern education, universalization of education and Macaulay education report in India. When did the English medium in Indian learning system start? See, in 1830, the English medium system started in India. Another important development included universities established by here. The Governor Lord Dalhousie implemented important university, Calcutta, Bombay and Madras, 3 universities. See definite. Who introduced first 3 universities in India? Bombay, Madras and also Calcutta by Lord Dalhousie. See Bombay, Calcutta University, Madras University, Bombay University introduced by Lord Dalhousie in 56 under the suggestion of Charles Wood's Commission. The impact of British education in India here very important for us because of the development, modernity and secularism and democratic attitudes also development and rationality along with nationalistic ideas. So these are all implemented are affected by the British implementation of education. So imputes was issued for the local literature also imputes their regional language. This facilitated limited in thinking process among the educated class also. Same new social and religious reformation also movement emerged during that time. The thoughts of thinkers like Jasmin, Rousseau and Montesquieu, so these are all brought fresh new thinking of education in the field of education in youth of India. The freedom struggle also more affected by the implementation of English across the globe influenced the Indians also. So India could understand the appreciate the rich tradition like this, the new cultural thinking and perception and British education system and created new generation of Indians with progressive different positive attitudes. So last questions end that the first session. Who implemented Raithwala system? The Raithwala system was implemented Bahama by Alexander Reed in 1792. Last question. What was the Jamindari expected to do under Jamindari system? He agreed to pay the land tax to the company on a set day every year. That is the expected do to under that system. Okay. Next, I will come back with the new session.